congrats on the win. You had, I think, 3 hits and 3 steals. Just tell me about your team there. Came out strong there and really put the game away, and you were a big part of the offense attack.
Yeah, so they kind of had us both with a rise ball pitcher and a low ball pitcher. And from the start of the game, we were told to cut the strike zone in half this way. Usually, we focus on the outside, but this time it was up and down. And so for the rise ball pitcher, look down, drop ball, we look up.
3 steals for you. I think it's a career high for you. I don't know if you're aware of that, but talk to me about you're one of the better base runners from an instinct standpoint. Just tell me what you see on the field when you're on the base paths there. I will never forget the Michigan win last year when you did that, but today was kind of similar. 3 steals, a career high.
Yeah, so base running is actually my favorite part of the game. I think it's a very underlooked part of the game. And so I was just really excited to get on base so that I could try to get to third as fast as I could. So they're throwing some changeups. They're trying to beat us, and we're a hard team to beat. You can't throw it down the middle. So I tried my best to make it hard for the pitcher to throw those wild pitches, because if she does, I'm going.
I want to take you to the 7th inning. Your buddy, Kyra, you've known her for a long time. She gets in the game, re-enters the game. There's the base hit to left center. She barehands the ball, throws a dart to third base. It's her 16th career outfield assist, the most of any outfielder ever. Tell me what you saw from that play, and then obviously Kyra and what she brings to the table. You're not as surprised. You know her as well as anyone.
Yeah, so on that play, it's actually, I know where her head was at. Usually, she gets to those balls, cuts it off before the fence, but she had a little bit of trouble getting there. I think from her start, she tripped or something got caught. So she busted towards the fence, and she's just the type that she picks it up and knows exactly where she's throwing. There's no hesitation, and she's one of the most accurate outfielders I've ever seen. So it's well-deserved, and it completely makes sense because that's just who she is.
What makes her such a great outfielder? You've played with her for a long time. It feels like every time she makes a play, it feeds off the rest of the outfielders and the defense for that matter, right?
Yeah, no, it's she's just, what makes her a good outfielder is she's just very instinctive. We used to joke around when we were younger, being like, we're animals, and just react to whatever ball and just go for it. And so she's just very much like that. She's very consistent also. And everyone knows it, and that's why you see us feeding off of it. It's fun to watch her, so everyone loves it when she makes those plays.
You finished this homestand 11-2 overall. You're going to go on the road now for about a week. Give me your thoughts here on how you conclude this homestand and about where your team is at now as you go on the road.
Yeah, I think it is very important for us to win. This last this home game until we go away for a while. It's just kind of, our motto is protect the flex. So it just kind of shows what we're looking for the rest of the season, because we're going to be playing conference, which we didn't get to play last season, and so I think it was very good for us to complete it like that.
How do you feel right now at the plate? Last time I asked you, you say you're still trying to figure some things out, making sure you hit the ball well. You hit one into the outfield there for a base hit in right field. How do you feel right now where you're coming as far as your mechanics at the plate here?
Yeah, I've got some things I'm still working on. It kind of goes in a cycle, but right now I'm just focusing on hitting the ball where it's pitched, and that's been working out for me pretty well. So I'm going to stick with it.
You seem to hit better when your family's not in town, man. They're missing out.
I know. Completely coincidence, because I never, pay attention to anything outside of the field when I'm playing. But I'd say the same thing.
Well, they're watching, I'm sure, and you're doing great. You're playing great. Congrats on the win there. Keep up the great play.
Thank you so much.
Well, let's talk about the 7th inning. You re-entered the game, the base hit to left center. You barehand the throw and throw a perfect dart to third base. Just describe what you saw there from your vantage point.
Oh man, honestly, I gotta give the credit to KJ, Caitlin Jensen. She caught it. She put a good tag on that girl. That was all her. I was just happy I was able to get it to her.
Made a good throw on that. Now, you're not aware of this, but that was your 16th outfield assist, which is now a new record, program record. You were tied with Vanessa Perez, who played here, center field, from 2009 to 2012. So you now have that record. I know numbers, you don't think about those numbers, but still, there have been a lot of great outfielders in this program history, and you're at the top in the outfield. That's got to mean something to you.
No, I mean, that's a great honor. I had no idea that I was even close to any record or beating any record at all until somebody just said to me after the game, but that's a great honor to be up there with her.
Do you get a sense when you make a play that your teammates kind of feed off of that? We just had Denali on. She talks about she wasn't surprised you had the record, but she feels like every time you make a play that the rest of the defense kind of picks up and gets kind of extra energy out of it.
Yeah, I think when anybody makes a good play on defense and, you know, saves a run or makes a good play, I think that, you know, kind of gives everybody a little more confidence, a little sense of relief out there when anybody does anything like that.
As one of the leaders on the team, how do you feel about your team right now? 14-3, you just finished this homestand, going 11-2. How do you feel about your team as you get on the road now for a week?
Oh man, I think there's always room to improve. I think tomorrow we're gonna come out to practice, have a good practice, and work on some more things that we got to do.
What does it mean for you to be back, you and Jazz and Aaliyah being back here, getting that extra year, getting that opportunity that after the way everything transpired last year? What does it mean to you be back on this team this year?
I mean, it's a real privilege. Us three talk about that a lot. That we recognize that a lot, acknowledge that a lot. We just being able to be out in the field, being able to practice, being able to lift in the weight room, you know, run with the girls, do conditioning, go through all that stuff with this team, and especially this team, which I think is probably one of the best teams that's ever come into UCF. Yeah, we do talk about that a lot, and it's a great privilege for us three.
I've spoken to other outfielders like Searcy and Katie Birch, and they all say that they look up to you and that you've been very good to them. You've welcomed them, you've given them some pointers and helped them how things work here. Where did that come from you, a standpoint of that leadership and those intangibles that you bring, that you're willing to help your teammates out and make them better?
Oh, well, I played on a lot of teams, had a lot of teammates, you know. I've learned from the good and the bad, and I'm just trying to be the best teammate that I can be from them. And I remember when I was a freshman, I had Britt Solis and Linnea Goodman and Willow Kellenen. I think just learning from those girls and seeing what they do and how they pick up each other and the other girls, and just learning from those three was an honor to be able to play with those three.
Well, and I think they would say the same about you. It's an honor to play with you, and it's an honor to talk to you. Congrats on the record and the great play. Keep it up. We'll talk soon.
Thank you.
Thanks, Elo.